People don't realize this, but San Francisco is only bigger than Oklahoma City by 100,000 people. So let's break down the cost of living in a popular San Francisco suburb, Walnut Creek, and a popular suburb here in the Oklahoma City metro, Edmond. Look, I'm from California, but I live here in Oklahoma, and I'm gonna say that Walnut Creek and Edmond are pretty comparable. Looking online, the median income for Walnut Creek is $56,000. Edmond, $41,000. But in my opinion, median income and stuff doesn't really help anybody, okay? Let's make things a little bit more personable, all right? Let's say there's a family of 4 in both Walnut Creek and in Edmond. One parent's a cop, the other one's a teacher. In Walnut Creek, their combined income for a cop and a teacher would be $181,000 according to Indeed.com. In Edmond, their combined income would be about $96,000. That's a huge difference. However, California has much higher taxes than Oklahoma. Okay? The tax bracket in California is anywhere from 1% to 12.3%. In Oklahoma, it's 0.25 to 4.25. Okay, so it's a lot of numbers, a lot of jargon. What does that really mean? After taxes, at the end of each month, the family in Edmond would take home about $6,100, and the family in Walnut Creek would take home $10,700. That's a difference of $4,500, and this is why people have a hard time thinking about moving to Oklahoma, because they can't imagine taking a $4,500 pay cut as a family. However, it's not about how much money you make, it's how much money you have at the end of the month. And by the end of this, things are going to get extremely interesting. So let's start with the big thing. And the big thing is usually housing, okay? According to rentcafe.com, a 1-bedroom apartment in Edmond rents for about $1,100. In Walnut Creek, it's about $2,500.
But hey, if you're moving to Oklahoma, you want a house, okay? And the median home price in Edmond is going to be about $334,000, okay? The median home price in Walnut Creek, that's gonna cost you just over $1 million. You bought those 2 homes at 6.875% and put 20% down. The mortgage payment for that house in Walnut Creek is going to be about $7,000 a month, okay? The house in Edmond, it's gonna be around $2,350. So the amount of money that the person was making in California over the person in Oklahoma, that $4,000 difference, it's gone. Just like that in housing.
So let's talk about transportation. And this one, it's actually gonna go to California. I'm gonna tell you off top. I looked up the price of a gently used 2022 Honda Accord, okay? Certified pre-owned. And that car in California is running about $32,000. The car in Oklahoma is running about $36,000. Okay, that's a difference of $4,000. And if you're making payments, it's about $73 a month. Buying a used car in California is a lot cheaper than Oklahoma, but that's where the car savings stops. Because gas prices in Oklahoma, according to Gas Buddy, are about $3.15 a gallon. Gas in California is about $5.15 a gallon. Over the course of a year, you're talking about $1,400 in gas if you fill up every week. That's the difference. And car insurance in California is about $25 more a month, more expensive than it is in Oklahoma. At the end of the day, cars are cheaper to buy in California. However, with gas and insurance and other things, you're still gonna save more money by living in Oklahoma. Another big expense is going to be food, okay? And let's go to a place that we all know and love, McDonald's. And when it comes to the Golden Arches, I'm more of a breakfast person than I am a lunch person. And when you look at the 2 menus, things like hotcakes, big breakfast, hotcakes with sausage, all 3 of those items are about $2 more. I don't know if the pancake batter has bits of gold in it, but $2 more for some pancakes kind of seems silly. Okay, but it is what it is. And it just doesn't stop at places like McDonald's.
Now, this store right behind me is going to be Crest, which is going to be a super popular grocery store here in the Oklahoma City metro area. All right, so on my list, I'm gonna have eggs, milk, toilet paper, a bottle of Chardonnay, Kendall Jackson if they have it, ground beef, diapers, apples, Granny Smith, and Lunchables, because my kids don't make lunches because they're lazy, and Fruit Loops. So I went inside, I got all my items, and while I was in there, I actually ran into a lady that I helped move from California to Oklahoma. So it's a small world.
Since my wife wouldn't let me get on a plane and fly to California to go to the grocery store, the best thing I could do was go to Safeway.com. Okay? And again, I'm from California, and I think Safeway and Crest are pretty comparable. So let's start with the Huggies. All right? Size 3 little movers. And it seems like my 2 kids were in size 3 diapers forever. Okay? Looking at the prices, the Huggies in Walnut Creek are $32. They're only $26 in Oklahoma. Okay? Same diapers, same company, $6 difference. Also, full disclosure about the Fruit Loops. I forgot them. I don't know what it is about us men. We just see a list and we just feel like there has to be something on it that we forget. And for me, that was the Fruit Loops. So if you're a Fruit Loop fan, I'm sorry. Cheapest milk I saw at Safeway.com was $4.99. At Crest, $4.16. Eggs, cheapest eggs I saw was $4.99. At Crest, it was $1.48. Ground beef, $5.99 at Safeway.com. $4.18 at Crest. Wine, $1 cheaper in Oklahoma. Mega Roll 9-pack, which is what my family uses. Maybe a little too much information. $17.99 at Safeway.com. And I almost don't want to say it. $11.68 here in Oklahoma. Lunchables. Lunchables were actually on sale here, so they were only $1.66 a piece versus $3.29 at Safeway.com. So I don't know how you want to look at that. Sometimes they're on sale, I guess, maybe in California, but that's a difference of $1.62. The only thing that was cheaper in California were the Granny Smith apples. They were actually $2.79. Here, they were $2.89. So a 10-cent difference. So at the end of the day, when you calculate everything up, it was basically $85 versus $65. However, there's a catch. In Oklahoma, we have sales tax on groceries. In California, you do not. So it's really $85 versus $70. Either way, things are about 22% more expensive in California. Okay? And let's be honest, these were just a couple of items. A trip to the grocery store could easily be $200 a week. Okay? So if you multiply that by 22%, instead of you spending $800 a month on groceries, you're spending almost $1,000 on groceries. Okay? Those kind of things add up. About entertainment. If you want to see the Barbie movie in Edmond, it's going to cost you $11. If you want to see the Barbie movie in Walnut Creek, it's going to run you $13. You want to go to an NBA basketball game? The cheapest ticket I found for the Thunder was $9. If you want really good seats, it's going to run you about $250 to $350 for good seats. In California, if you go see the Warriors, we're talking about $1,000 for 2 tickets in really good seats. In fact, the cheapest ticket I saw, even in nosebleed, was like $125. Now that we have all those categories out of the way, let's go back to our family of 4. Okay? Again, the people in Walnut Creek, they are making around $10,700 a month. People in Edmond, they're making about $6,100 a month. Okay? But after they pay their mortgage, the people in Walnut Creek only have $3,700 left at the end of the month. The people in Oklahoma have $50 more. In this scenario, not saying that every situation is the same, but in this scenario, the people in Walnut Creek have less money than the people in Oklahoma after paying for housing. Now, after talking with my wife and kind of using our own finances, it's safe to say that our bills are an additional $3,200. And I live in the Northwest Oklahoma City, Greater Edmond area. Okay? So what I'm saying is going to be pretty comparable. We spend about another $3,200. So in this situation, we would still have $500 left. As for the people in Walnut Creek, doing the research, everything in California pretty much seems like it's almost 20% higher. Okay? So that 3,200 here is probably going to be around 3,800 there, which means our family in Walnut Creek is now in the red. They actually don't have enough money to live in Walnut Creek. And if we really think about it, and this is what makes this whole situation even more sad in my opinion, is that their mortgage is more than half of what they're taking home, which means in reality, a lender in California is probably not going to give them a loan because their loan to debt ratio is going to be way too high. That means this family is probably not even going to be able to live in Walnut Creek. They're probably going to have to live someplace like Vallejo, which is where I grew up. And don't get me wrong, I love Vallejo, but Walnut Creek is an A+ city. And you're going to trade that in for a city that's average at best. One of the reasons why I still live in Oklahoma is because I want my kids to have what I didn't have. I want them going to an A-rated school. Okay? I want them having the best education, the best atmosphere that I can provide for them. And again, I love Vallejo, but they're in a better situation than what I was in my opinion. Moving to Oklahoma can open up doors or give you the life that you really want for your kids. You can go from being in the middle to being in a fantastic suburb or a fantastic school just by taking a chance and moving to Oklahoma. And I know it's scary because for some of you guys, you're thinking, if I take a $2,000, $3,000 pay cut, you're trying to figure out how in the heck you're going to be able to survive. But as I just shown you here, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you take home at the end of the month. And Oklahoma can provide people with maybe a more comfortable lifestyle. Now, moving here is not going to change piss poor money management. Okay? If you're somebody that just blows money to be blowing money, then I can't help you. There's plenty of broke people in Oklahoma because they don't know how to handle their finances. Okay? Handling your finances is something you have to be able to do whether you live in California or you live in Oklahoma. Okay? But hey, if you're thinking about moving to Oklahoma City and you want to have a conversation with somebody and you want to ask them, hey, what's it really like living in Oklahoma? Give me a call, or you can watch some of my videos. I have two great videos. I have one that kind of outlines where to live in Oklahoma, and I also have one that outlines what the people are like in Oklahoma. So definitely just click on my channel, and you should be able to find those videos, and they should be able to help you out tremendously. Okay? If you got any other questions, just log on to my website, girldadrealty.com, or give me a call, shoot me a text, and I'll see you guys on the next video.